Welcome back everybody, welcome back to a small tutorial, this time about oil gathering and the refinement of the oil. For both you need to research the correct tiers in order to get it out. Anyways, making a oil extractor after researching that machine will harvest out the oil from the oil vein, or basically to say the crude oil seep. Every oil seep has a different amount of oil per second and it will not ever run out. So it will keep going out the oil as well. In this case we are near my factory. It's a big mess around here with all kinds of belts going everywhere. But let's just directly go to my refinement facility. And this is where the multiple items output will come in. The oil refinery gets oil inside of the oil refinery from a belt, for example. And you can put this oil in and then it will start producing the refined oil and some hydrogen. Because it has two outputs, I have made it like this. Two output belts are made here. One going to the left and one going to the right. The one that's going to the right will accept the hydrogen, and one going to the left will accept the refined oil passing by. So in this case, I have one input, which is the middle line, which has the oil, the crude oil. It will go into the refinery, and we will make the refined oil and the hydrogen from it. Liquids can always be stored inside liquid tanks. You think of liquid tanks? Yeah, liquid tanks. We really have liquids around here. Let's just take a look at this empty oil seep. One of these oil seeps is not being used at the moment, and you can see there is a lot of oil there. I'm currently crafting at the moment an oil extractor. This oil extractor we are making is pretty expensive, so it's not an early game item. However, it is being needed soon enough. So while we wait, let me just clear out a little bit of area. It would be a waste to just destroy it by building over it. Taking a sip of my drink. So now it's made. Let's just place down, and you can only place it down on an oil seep. So as you can see, I can rotate it with the R key on my keyboard, and when I place it, it's there. Then I need to make sure that we have oil to store. These are liquid tanks. They are basically the same as storage, but they can be directly run into with a belt. So in this case, I can run out of this building and directly into the storage of the liquid. A liquid storage has way more capacity than a normal item storage. So if I compare it with, for example, this small storage over here, this can hold way less oil than this liquid tank. Liquid tank stores it in one big tank, and this one stores it into barrels or something you want to call it to. It's a nice way. And if you have done the research, you can even stack these liquid tanks as well. Stacked liquid tanks will always work as one big tank. Same for the storage, they will all work as one big storage. In order to refine it, we need to have a refinery. So let's just place one down here. And let's just make storage on both sides. And let's make a belt that's coming out from the oil storage next to the building where we need the oil. We need the output for the crude, for the refined oil. And we need the output for the hydrogen. Hydrogen and the other type of oil are both liquids. So in this case, we can also use liquid tanks for them. Hydrogen and the refined oil both are liquids, which means we can use the better way of storing items is by using liquid tanks for liquid products, because we can store way more into a liquid tank than on a normal tank. Cannot say it fast enough. Now we need to select the recipe that we are gonna do. In this case, we are gonna do the 2 oil, which will output in 2 refined oil and 1 hydrogen. Then we simply get up the sorter that we want, drag out, and we will say that we take with the filter the hydrogen on the bottom. On the other side, I will take out the refined oil, so that we keep them separated. Because we cannot drive them into it, I will put down an input over here where the oil will be put into the machine. The last thing we need to do is power everything up. Pretty needful, because without power we cannot run it. And I can see that I run out of power Tesla coils, so let me just place some Tesla towers all the way to when it's connected. When there is power, it starts pumping out the oil into this building until it has the max amount ready. And as you can see here, because we kept it separated, you can see that they are both putting it into the tank. There's one thing that I do want to mention. Liquid tanks do not allow cross-storing, which means you cannot put refined oil and hydrogen into the same liquid tank. It can only hold one single type of item. In this case, this one is made for the hydrogen and the other one for the liquid oil, the refined oil. So this is how you get oil from the ground and refine it into the refined oil and hydrogen. Both are used in different factories later on in the game. That's it for this episode. I hope you liked it. If you want to learn more about this game, watch my future tutorial videos as well, because next time we're gonna talk about the Dyson Sphere and how to send up solar panels to the Dyson Sphere. For that we are gonna travel to space, so there will also be a tutorial video about how to travel in space as well. Thank you all for watching. See you all in the next tutorial. Good luck!